All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. And today we're going to be looking at a crazy pickup I got from Nordstrom Rack. This is not a sponsored video or anything like that. And these are, what are these? The Steve Madden Koppar athletic shoes. Sneaker. Yeah, sneaker. The reason why I'm showing you these is because look at this. I got these on clearance. And yes, that says $17.49. And first of all, I would like to say I do like these shoes. I didn't just buy them because they're cheap. And I'm doing a video on them because I feel like if you have a chance to pick these up, to go ahead and do so. Even if these were like 50 or 60 bucks, $65, I would still pick them up. These are a good Athleisure shoe. I wouldn't necessarily work out in them unless you were doing like arms or chest and maybe getting on the elliptical or doing a stationary bike. Like you can do that, but like if you're doing any sort of leg thing, I prefer a shoe that's not mesh because it's a little bit more stable. Not that I work out hardcore or anything like that, but let's start by taking a look at the shoe. And one thing off the bat I will say is these shoes run large. So I normally wear a 13 and I got these in a size 12 and I tried them on in the store before and they were actually, when I tried them on, how much were they? I can't get to that. I think they were like $35 and I was like, well, this is kind of a woman's color and when I wear this, I don't know, it looks a little weird, but it's still a comfortable shoe. It's still a good-looking shoe. Steve Madden makes good-looking shoes. And these shoes have good grip. So one of my complaints about Steve Madden Athleisure or leisure sneaker shoes is that like the bottom oftentimes is like a semi-hard plastic with absolutely no grip and no tread. And that's not the case with these. Like this isn't super grippy rubber, but it's grippy enough for you to walk around. Like if you were on vacation in, I don't know, Orlando or Vegas or in New York, just walking around Chicago, these are good walking around shoes. They bend and they flex. They're not the most flexible because the sole is thicker on these shoes. So that's another thing that I like about these. When you're walking in these, you don't feel the concrete or the hard surface that you're standing on when you're wearing these. And I really like that. They're not super cushiony, but as you can see, they do have an ortholite insole. And so it is comfortable. They're a comfortable shoe. They don't put too much pressure on your feet. And, you know, for that reason, I think these are a great pickup. I would probably give these, like style-wise, I'd probably say these are a 7 out of 10. You know, same thing with comfort. I would say these are probably a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Adidas Boost is probably going to be more comfortable. And the only other shoe that I would say I would pick up over these, well, there's several shoes that I would pick up over these, but one of the main ones that comes to mind are the Nike Infinity Flyknit shoes, Infinity Flyknit 2 shoes. Anyway, I did a review on those. Check it out. They're going to be more comfortable and lighter weight than these. These are kind of like mid-weight shoes. The sole's a little bit thicker, chunkier, but then the mesh is super lightweight. And on this shoe, the laces feel really nice. Like this part, it doesn't have a very hard heel cup, so it's more like a socky material, so it feels good on your feet. You kind of slide your foot in because you don't have your traditional lacing system where you kind of open up both sides of the shoe, but they're still very comfortable. These shoes breathe well. You can wipe these down. I wouldn't go mudding in them, but you know, they're going to hold up. You do have this kind of rubberized material here just to kind of give you a little bit more longevity and to be a little bit more solid. And robust where the laces actually go through the eyelets, I guess. And I actually picked these up. So they were $17.49 and I got 40% off of that. And then I had like $5 off. So I ended up getting these shoes for like $6 or $7. Let's see how much I paid. Yeah, I paid $6.38 for these shoes. Now, I'm not saying like they're super cheapies and that's all that they're worth. You can get them in a darker color. That's fine. But I would wear these with like blue jeans and, you know, maybe a lighter shirt or a blue shirt. Like if I had on a light blue shirt, dark blue jeans and these, I could get away with that. Or if I had on a white shirt and blue jeans, I'd be fine with that. I'm not super matchy to where I'd have to have like a salmon colored shirt on and like, you know, white pants or something like that. And these aren't the widest shoes in the world, but the mesh gives so that if your feet are a little bit wider or not super narrow, you can wear these with no problem. And again, I picked these up at Nordstrom Rack. I mean, you could probably find them online, you know, with dead stock or some kind of like discontinued something or another. And if you could get them for 50 bucks or something like that, that's a really good deal. These don't look cheap. You know, they don't say Steve Madden anywhere but on the inside, but still, they're a solid shoe that I wouldn't mind wearing, you know, to the gym if I'm, you know, not doing legs. I wouldn't run in these, but, you know, I'd wear them to the shopping mall. I'd wear them to the grocery store. I'd wear them to volunteer at church. I would not wear them in cold weather. They're not waterproof. They're not going to keep your feet warm, anything like that. You might be able to supplement them with thicker socks if you want to wear them in cooler weather. Probably not going to be a winter shoe. Probably going to be more of a fall shoe or an indoor shoe. So